The International Longshoremen's Association President Harold J. Daggett is about to give you a masterclass in power. I'm going to play a video for you where Daggett is letting the powers that be in D.C. know exactly what he and his union can do to cripple the United States and bring her to her knees. Unions in this country have always been supported by the Democratic Party. That doesn't mean that Republicans don't believe that if you work in the private industry, you have a right to ask for more from the management that you are working for and creating their profits. But the Democrats have made it so that if this guy was not a union president, what he is warning in this video, or should I say threatening to do if he doesn't get his way, would be nothing short of terrorism. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell and smack that like button because it does help us with the algorithm to get our message out to more people. Now, I have a video here where the International Longshoremen's Association president is threatening what his union will do if he doesn't get what he's asking for. And he does not appear to be in a mode where he is taking shit from anyone. Now, let's keep in mind, Harold J. Daggett is paid $700,000 a year, and many of his people get six figures to lift boxes, either manually or by machinery. So what happens when 45,000 dock workers decide to check out? Chaos, that's what. We're talking about a massive strike hitting 36 ports from Maine to Texas, the first by the International Longshoremen's Association since 1977. What's at stake? Oh, just the entire U.S. supply chain right before a holiday season. No biggie, right? Just wait until you hear the warning or threats launched by the union president. He's essentially telling America that he's got us all by the short hairs. Give it a watch.
But today's world, it's changing into the future. They're not making millions no more. They're making billions. And they're spending it fast as they make it. I want a piece of that for my men. Because when they made their most money was during COVID. When my men had to go to work on those piers every single day, when everybody stayed home and went to work. Not my men. They died out there with the virus. We all got sick with the virus. We kept them going. From Canada to Maine to Texas, Great Lakes, Puerto Rico, now the Bahamas, everybody went to work during COVID. Nobody stayed home. Well, I want to be compensated for that. I'm not asking for the world. They know what I want. They know what I want. And if they don't, well, then I have to go into the street and we have to fight for what we rightfully deserve. These people today don't know what a strike is.
Right.
When my men hit the streets from Maine to Texas, every single port will lock down. You know what's going to happen? I'll tell you. First week, be all over the news every night, boom, boom. Second week, guys who sell cars can't sell cars because the cars ain't coming in off the ships. They get laid off. Third week, malls start closing down. They can't get the goods from China. They can't sell clothes. They can't do this. Everything in the United States comes on a ship. They go out of business. Construction workers get laid off because the materials aren't coming in.
Are you following all this? He's threatening catastrophe for Americans, not just the people in charge that he's trying to get money from, but all Americans.
The steel's not coming in. The lumber's not coming in. They lose their job. Everybody's hating the longshoremen now because now they realize how important our jobs are. Now I have the president screaming at me, I'm putting a Taft-Hartley on you. Go ahead. Taft-Hartley means I have to go back to work for 90 days. That's a cooling off period. Do you think when I go back for 90 days, those men are going to go to work on that pier? It's going to cost the company's money to pay their salaries. Well, they went from 30 moves an hour maybe to 8. They're going to be like this. Who's going to win here in the long run? You're better off sitting down and let's get a contract and let's move on with this world. And in today's world, I'll cripple you. I will cripple you. And you have no idea what that means. Nobody does.
Oh, man. And why now, do you ask? It all comes down to wages and, of course, automation. But remember, This strike will cause shortages of the things Americans need to purchase to live in the civilized world. And it will cause inflation, rising prices for everything. Daggett made himself very clear. By the end of it, he said that the best thing you could do is sit down and strike a bargain, make a deal with his union. But when you listen to how he described what he and his 45,000 dock workers could do to the country, it makes you wonder how someone could actually follow through with threats like that would harm just about everybody in America. And make no mistake, I believe Harold J. Daggett would follow through to the bitter end. So it looks like the shipping companies are going to have to eventually deal with him. And at this point, it doesn't look like he's going to budge because he doesn't give a rat's ass about any of us. And think about this, man. Not only the holiday season coming up, but we got an election in 34 days? Now imagine you're a politician sitting on a pile of polling data, watching the days tick down to the election, and suddenly you can't find bananas. Or maybe there's a run on toilet paper again for Americans. What do you do? If Biden's administration tries to force a suspension, it could backfire big time with union supporters. So he's got a tightrope to walk here. Can he keep both sides happy? He doesn't even know how to work the remote on the TV. So probably not. Bottom line, the longer this strike goes on, the more pain we're all going to feel. So while the co-workers and shipping companies duke it out, we're left wondering, will this end in compromise or catastrophe? All right, thank you for watching. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you want to be kept up to date with the latest news and developments on this strike. I'll see you in the next one. Spread the word.